Open rate is one of the first metrics every email marketer learns about, and it is also one of the most misunderstood. At its surface, open rate tells you what percentage of your subscribers opened your email. A higher number seems better. A lower number seems worse. But the reality is more nuanced than that. Open rates are affected by technical factors that have nothing to do with the quality of your content, and chasing a higher open rate without understanding what the number actually measures can lead you to make decisions that hurt your email program rather than help it. This video explains how open rates are actually calculated, what affects them, what they can and cannot tell you, and how to use them as one input among several for improving your email marketing. Open rate is calculated by dividing the number of opens by the number of emails delivered, then multiplying by 100. If you send an email to 1,000 subscribers, 950 are delivered, and 200 of those are opened, your open rate is about 21%. This seems straightforward, but the way opens are tracked introduces significant inaccuracy. Email opens are typically tracked using a tiny invisible image, called a tracking pixel, embedded in the email. When the subscriber opens the email and their email client loads images, the pixel is downloaded from the server, and the server records an open. The problem is that this method has two major sources of error. First, some email clients block images by default, which means the pixel is not loaded even when the subscriber reads the email. These opens go uncounted, making your open rate appear lower than it actually is. Second, some email clients and privacy features, most notably Apple Mail Privacy Protection, preload all images in the background regardless of whether the subscriber actually reads the email. These preloads register as opens even when the subscriber ignored the email, making your open rate appear higher than it actually is. Apple Mail Privacy Protection, introduced in late 2021, has had a particularly large impact. For subscribers using Apple Mail, virtually every email registers as opened, regardless of whether the person actually read it. Depending on the composition of your list, this can inflate your open rate by 10 to 20 percentage points. This means that comparing your current open rate to a benchmark from 2019 is not meaningful because the measurement method has fundamentally changed. Given these tracking limitations, open rate is best treated as a directional indicator rather than a precise measurement. It can tell you whether a specific email performed significantly better or worse than your average. It can help you compare the effectiveness of different subject lines through A/B testing. But it cannot tell you exactly how many people read your email, and it should not be the sole metric you use to evaluate your email marketing performance. Several factors influence your open rate beyond the quality of your subject line. Sender reputation is one of the most important. Email service providers like Gmail, Outlook, and Yahoo use complex algorithms to decide where to place your email: the primary inbox, the promotions tab, the social tab, or the spam folder. If your sender reputation is poor, your emails may be filtered before the subscriber even has a chance to see them. Maintaining a clean list, removing inactive subscribers, and avoiding spam trigger words all contribute to a healthy sender reputation. Send time and send day affect open rates as well. The best time to send depends on your specific audience and their habits. A B2B audience might be more responsive during weekday mornings. A consumer audience might open emails more frequently during evenings and weekends. The only way to find your optimal send time is to test different options and measure the results. Most email platforms allow you to test send times or use send time optimization features that automatically deliver emails when each subscriber is most likely to open. List quality is another major factor. A list built from genuine opt-ins, where every subscriber actively chose to join, will have higher open rates than a list built from purchased contacts, scraped emails, or vague opt-in processes where people did not clearly understand what they were signing up for. Every subscriber on your list should have explicitly requested to receive your emails. Anything less dilutes your open rate and damages your sender reputation. Email frequency also plays a role. Sending too infrequently means subscribers forget who you are, which reduces opens because they do not recognize your name in their inbox. Sending too frequently can cause fatigue, where subscribers stop opening because they feel overwhelmed by the volume. Finding the right cadence requires experimentation, but for most small to mid-size lists, 1 to 3 emails per week is a sustainable range that maintains familiarity without causing fatigue. Improving your open rate requires working on multiple factors simultaneously. Start with your subject lines, since they are the most directly testable element. Use A/B testing to compare different approaches and track which patterns consistently outperform with your audience. Test curiosity-based versus value-based subject lines. Test short versus long. Test with and without numbers. Each test gives you data about what resonates with your specific subscribers. Clean your list regularly. Subscribers who have not opened an email in 3 to 6 months are unlikely to start opening now, and their presence on your list drags down your open rate and can harm your deliverability. Before removing them, try a re-engagement campaign. Send a specific email asking whether they still want to receive your content. Those who respond stay. Those who do not get removed. This pruning process feels counterintuitive because your list gets smaller, but it concentrates your list around engaged subscribers and improves all of your metrics. Monitor your deliverability metrics alongside your open rate. If your bounce rate is increasing, your emails may be hitting invalid addresses, which damages your sender reputation. If your spam complaint rate is rising, your content or frequency may be misaligned with subscriber expectations. These technical factors affect whether your email even arrives in the inbox, which is a prerequisite for it being opened. Finally, look beyond open rate to assess the overall health of your email marketing. Click rate tells you whether the content inside the email was compelling enough to drive action. Reply rate tells you whether your emails generate genuine engagement. Conversion rate tells you whether your emails are driving the business outcomes you care about. Revenue per email tells you the financial impact of each send. Open rate is the starting point of the funnel, but the metrics that matter most for your business are further down. Use open rate as one diagnostic tool among several, not as the sole measure of your email marketing success. Email Revenue Desk helps creators, small businesses, and solo operators understand email marketing as a real revenue system. The channel explains welcome sequences, newsletters, subject lines, segmentation, retention campaigns, and simple automations that can turn subscribers into long-term customers without spam tactics or fake urgency. This video is general email marketing education, not a guarantee of revenue, open rates, clicks, conversions, or subscriber growth. Results vary by audience, list quality, offer, cadence, deliverability, and execution.